So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for our second session of the day. So we have the pleasure to have among us Mario Viviani, Head of Developer Evangelism, Apps and Games at Amazon Fire TV, who will be doing an interesting presentation on the content-forward experience, increase discoverability of your content. So Mario, you have the floor.
Thank you, Priscilla. And thank you, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Mario. A few words about myself. So I, again, lead developer evangelism for apps and games for Amazon Fire TV. I've been with Amazon for over 6 years. And very excited to be here with you today to tell you more about the content forward experience and how you can increase discoverability of your content on Amazon Fire TV. So as you all know, we can say that we're living in the golden age of television. Every year, there are thousands of new content being created all over the world. Then the way that customers are consuming this content is also changing a lot. On-demand content has taken the world by sweep a few years ago, and now is one of the key ways of consuming content. And live TV and linear content consumption is still huge and also growing on this new platform. And Amazon, of course, is at the forefront of this innovation, of course, with Prime Video and all the content being created by Amazon Prime Video and the Amazon studios, but also with Amazon Fire TV. Actually, in 2020, we reached a very important milestone of more than 100 million Amazon Fire TV devices sold. And this is across a variety of devices. Of course, we have the Amazon Fire TV Stick, which is incredibly popular, but also we're getting into new formats as well. And as you will see in a few minutes, there are a lot of new evolutions coming to Amazon Fire TV and to the ways that customers can go and consume content on these devices. And Amazon in general in Europe is growing. We have now official marketplaces in a lot of the key Central European countries, but we're expanding that all the time. Even just over the last few months, we expanded Amazon marketplaces into new countries in the Netherlands, in Poland, in Sweden, and there is constant growing European support internally. And we want to see more coming, not just for the Amazon marketplace, but also for all the other Amazon features and businesses. And Fire TV is, of course, part of this big picture. We want to work more and more with developers and content owners and partners all across Europe to make sure that we are providing the best experience possible and that you as content providers can reach the best and the biggest amount of Amazon customers as well. So when I said that there is a revolution happening in the way that customers are consuming content, we can see that in the way that they approach content and they discover content. If you think about it, I know that this happens to me all the time. When there is a new, when I want to watch something in the evening, I pick up the remote and I start browsing for content. Content is king. Content is what actually is important and what customers are looking for. So when we're thinking about how do we build Fire TV and how we provide the best service both to customers and developers, we embrace the concept of content forward. So content forward is the concept where we try to make the content itself, movies and videos, available outside of the apps for discoverability and engagement. And again, discoverability and engagement are the two key pillars for the content forward experience. If the content is more visible, it's more discoverable, it's easier to browse, and it's easier to find that movie or that TV episode that you really want to watch. And this, of course, brings more engagement. If you spend less time looking for the content you want to watch, you're spending more time consuming content, and hence there is bigger customer engagement on the content itself. So Very recently, we actually took a very hard look at the Fire TV UI itself, the interface that Amazon Fire TV provides customers. And we gave it a complete revamp, really to focus on the content forward experience. And that's what we call the new content forward cinematic UI of Amazon Fire TV. We are distributing this new interface on the vast majority of our devices, and we're releasing in more and more countries as we go. And actually, one of the key new features of this Fire TV experience is itself the user interface, the UI. As you can see here, this is the interface that a customer will see when they first turn on their Fire TV. The first thing that you see is that content is absolutely king on the cinematic UI. In this case, we're seeing an image from the Italian version of Amazon Fire TV. And the image that you see here is what we call the Fire TV feature rotator, which is this head banner there is above everything on the Fire TV UI, which is not just an image, but if the customer hovers over the Fire TV feature rotator, this actually turns immediately into a rich high quality full screen video, which is a short trailer of the content itself. And the customer can just go and click on it to discover more, or they can just scroll back and access the Fire TV UI. And we are introducing new features as well to enrich the content forward experience. So we added this new bar of applications that you can see right on the side of the navigation. So we have home, find, live, and then we have this new bar of applications. And we introduced a new feature, which is called App Peaks. This feature, which is powered by the recommendation engine on Fire TV, allows customers, just by hovering over a specific application, to see the content that is provided just by that app, but outside of the app itself. So that's, I would say, in the essence, what the content forward experience is. You don't need to navigate inside the app to get a glimpse of what is the key content available. So in this case, for example, Netflix is highlighted, and you can see that there is now on Netflix the key pieces of content available on Netflix provided through the App Peaks feature. And while the UI change has been I would say, kind of a macroscopic change to the interface itself, sometimes are even smaller changes that can really improve the customer experience and improve how customers consume content and even find out about content. So, for example, earlier this year, we introduced the old new Alexa voice remote. Is a new remote that we now ship with most Alexa devices and most Fire TV devices. And as you can see, has a few new features. There is, of course, the blue Alexa button that you can click, and you can talk to your Fire TV. And we'll talk about how Alexa improved the customer experience in a second. But actually are the other buttons that are interesting here, because we added a series of dedicated buttons to quickly access content. So as you can see on the bottom here, there's buttons for like Prime Video, Netflix, Disney. These buttons actually really change and depend on the country where the customer is. But there are other buttons as well. There is the volume button. There is the turn on and off the TV button, actually. That's actually one of the biggest changes that we applied to the remote control. We added infrared blasters to the remote control, so it now can actually control not just the Fire TV stick or the Fire TV device that is connected to, but it can actually also control your TV, your smart TV. You can turn on and off the TV, you can mute your TV, you can control the volume. And then, of course, access all the best of the content provided directly by Amazon Fire TV. So this is a small example of how smaller changes, just like adding a few buttons, can really improve the way that customers can quickly and directly access content. And as I said before, we are going into a variety of formats as well. We definitely started in 2014 with the Fire TV box, and then we introduced the Fire TV stick. But now we are working with a variety of partners all over the world to bring the best of Fire TV to smart TVs as well. So in a variety of European countries as well, we are now providing the Amazon Fire TV as part of a smart TV experience that brings all the best of Fire TV and the content forward experience to great 4K displays that when you turn them on, you're already jumping in into the content forward Fire TV experience. And this is actually one of the projects that I'm most excited about. This 2021 is an interesting year because it's the first year where Fire TV actually is getting out of the living room. There's been its home, if you want, since its inception. And the first iteration of Fire TV outside of the living room, if you want, is Fire TV for Auto. So Fire TV for Auto is a dedicated experience for in-car entertainment that will be releasing later this year in collaboration with a variety of car manufacturers. And as you can see, this is the interface of Fire TV Auto, which is different from the interface that you would find on a streaming media player. And the reason for that is this has been built from scratch for a back of the headrest entertainment system that also features a touch screen. So while customers are used to use a remote control, and they can most definitely do that also on Fire TV for Auto, there are new ways that they can interact with the Fire TV UI using touch, for example, which is a new feature that will be working with a lot of developers and partners to introduce to their Fire TV applications. But also in general, we had to rethink the entire UI because the size of the screen is different, and the access to content is also going to be different, but it will still provide all the best content available on Fire TV, all the other apps as well. So again, this is a new endeavor for Fire TV, and we are very excited to bring all the Fire TV applications to this new experience for automotive. A big topic that I briefly touched on before is linear and live TV content. So again, I would say it's not a surprise that on a TV device like a Fire TV device, a customer wants to consume content, and well, a lot of content is still linear. So over the last couple years, actually between 2019 and 2020, we actually saw 90% year-over-year growth of active customers on live TV on Amazon Fire TV. And this is due to a lot of different reasons. Again, linear content is still very popular, but also more and more partners are adding the live TV experience, so the linear content, to their streaming application, to their apps on smart TV platforms and on Fire TV as well. So we're seeing more and more of this content being made available, and we're encouraging developers to create more of this. And in order to fulfill this desire of customers to consume live TV content, live has become an embedded and crucial part of the Fire TV experience and the Fire TV content forward experience as well. So we actually introduced a dedicated tab. We first launched it on the Amazon smart TV Fire TV devices, the big screens, but now it's available on Amazon Fire TV Stick as well. And the new Live tab, as you can see here, this is the German version of the Fire TV UI. It provides directly access to the content that is inside the apps which feature the live TV integration. And we even have a dedicated electronic guide that shows you minute by minute what is going on with all the channels that are connected to the live TV functionality. And again, we want to work more and more with partners to integrate this feature and introduce more linear and live TV content to customers on Amazon Fire TV, as it is bringing a lot of engagement. And this is something the customers are clearly loving and desire to see more of. Now let's get into one of the core functionalities of the content forward experience, which is, well, a question that we always get at this point is, okay, I have all my catalog of content for my service and my application. How do I become part of the content forward experience? How do I integrate my content with the Fire TV UI? That is done through a feature that, through a technology that Amazon exposes to developers and partners, which is called catalog integration. Catalog integration is the tech that allows any third-party developer, any partner, to plug into Amazon Universal Search, which is the search and display functionality feature on Amazon Fire TV. So again, this is an example. Let's say you have searched for A Bug's Life using the Alexa voice remote, or if I typed into the research field A Bug's Life, here's the content that I'm shown. And this content, of course, lives inside an app. It's not provided directly by Amazon, for example. So catalog integration allows your content to be included in the results of a search performed from the Fire TV home screen or through voice. This actually goes beyond search. We are adding more and more rows of content on the Fire TV user interface and experience that are powered by catalog integration. So how does it work? How does the technology actually work? So first of all, of course, you need to have a catalog. Here we're talking about metadata of catalog, informations about your shows. It could be the title, the description, it could be the length, it could be a unique ID of the content. So you need to produce, the developer needs to produce that in form of a catalog file. Literally, it is a simple XML file that contains all the informations about all the catalog of your application. And you provide this catalog directly to Amazon. And Amazon then takes this catalog, ingests the catalog, and then we match the catalog against single sources of truth, like IMDb, Amazon Video, and the whole catalog that we're building from 3P catalog as well. And why are we doing that? Well, it is kind of obvious if you think about what do we want to produce to the end customer. Let's say that I'm searching again for a movie. Let's say I'm searching for Gladiator. I don't want to see 5 different results for Gladiator depending on the different applications where this movie is available in. I actually only want to see one unified detail page and then decide which service do I want to use to consume this content. So the reason we do matching is to disambiguate what the content actually is and provide unified results. And that's exactly what happens in the third and final stage, which is when the customer actually searches for content and Amazon presents unified search results to the customer. And this is what it looks like. This is in this example, we're using WandaVision from Disney Plus. And as you can see here, this is not the Disney Plus application, of course. This is the Fire TV UI, but the content has been fully integrated with catalog integration on Amazon Fire TV, and we're providing a detailed page that has a lot of information, as the title of the show, the IMDb rating, description of the episode, and as you can see, we also provide high quality imagery, not just for an individual movie, but even for the entire season of content. And then the customer can select the episode and jump straight in, consuming the content with the third-party application. And a question that I get all the time here is, well, what happens if 2 applications or 2 services are providing the same content? Let's say they're the same movies on 2 or 3 different services, which does happen. So the rule of thumb that Amazon applies, again, not just to video content, but to pretty much everything that we do, is we ask ourselves, what is the best thing for the customer? And of course, the best thing for the customer is to consume content in the cheapest way possible. So if they are already entitled to a service, of course, we will use that service to play that content if that the content is available on it. Or if the content is not available, we'll provide the cheapest option for the customer to maybe subscribe and consume that content. What happens if the customer is entitled to 2 of these services and both are providing the same movie? Well, at that point, the Amazon Fire TV will not make a choice for the customer. It will just ask the customer to disambiguate and ask, do you want to use service A or service B to play this content, because you're entitled to both. So as you can see, the catalog integration is a incredible way to showcase your content. Also, another important thing to mention is that if you proceed with catalog integration, even if the customer has not installed your app on Amazon Fire TV, they will still be able to search through your catalog, and then they will be prompted to download and install your application if they want to consume content is available only through your service, of course. So it's a great way to improve discoverability of your content and to bring more engagement to your app if the customer, of course, both has the app or hasn't even downloaded the app itself. And now we're getting to one of the other key pillars, I would say, of the entire content forward experience, which is voice. We at Amazon, as you know, we are also at the forefront of voice interaction with Amazon Alexa. That's something that we've been doing for years now. And Alexa is always getting better at understanding our customers and understanding you when you engage with it. So we wanted to bring the best of Amazon Alexa and of the voice interaction to the TV, because it is kind of a magical experience when you don't have even to pick up a remote. You are just talking to your device and you can tell it, Alexa, play this content or play that content, or stop or pause or move forward. And again, you can do this in a variety of ways. If you have a Fire TV stick, like in the image here, you can just pick up the remote, press the Alexa button. Remember the blue button that is on the Alexa voice remote. You can just talk to Alexa. It will actually have pretty much all the features that you would find on an Amazon Echo. So you can even ask Alexa, what's the weather like? And it will tell you what the weather is. But you can, when it comes to content, you can actually ask it to play content or to search for content, which is a much easier and faster way than just looking by it or typing it on an on-screen keyboard. And we believe in this vision of voice being one of the key pillars of the content forward experience, that we actually baked it into a product, which is the Fire TV Cube, which is now available in most European countries as well. And the Fire TV Cube, you can, if you want, think of it as a child of love between a Fire TV and an Amazon Echo. So it literally is a Fire TV, which also has a set of microphones on top of the device itself. As you can see here, these small holes are actually what we call a set of far field microphones that allow you to talk to your TV from all over the house or even from a distance, and will really greatly pick up your voice and execute commands. So you don't even have to pick up the remote. You just plug in your Fire TV Cube, and then you can just talk to your TV and have it play content and consume content. You don't have to touch anything. Just walk into your living room and directly access the content. I think this is the ultimate vision of the content forward experience. You see something that you want to see, that you want to play, and you just say, okay, Alexa, go and play it. But again, the question here is how you do it. How do we get from the content as is inside my app to the integration with the whole voice experience. So again, we wanted to expose these to content owners and developers. And the tech that we are exposing developers to is called a VSK, or Video Skills Kit. So the VSK is a technology that allows you to directly plug into the Alexa service and to connect Alexa to your Fire TV application. Let's say that you're saying, Alexa, play Bosch, the detective TV series. Alexa will pick up your voice command and it will analyze your sentence and understand that you want to play Bosch, the TV series, and then it will look into what applications are available on your Amazon Fire TV. We can actually consume that content. That's why catalog integration actually is an important part of the experience. You need to have catalog integration done so that the Alexa controls for playback actually work. So it will look into all the catalog integrated applications, will look into if the customer is actually entitled to that content, and then it will send the message to your application saying the customer wants to play this content because they gave this specific voice command, and then VSK will allow you to immediately display the right content on Fire TV in a matter of seconds. And again, playing content is just one of the commands that you can do. Of course, when you're interacting with entertainment content, there are a lot of different things that you might want to do. So you can, open an app, you can play a show, you can search for a show, so find a specific show. You can even ask to look for a specific show on a specific app if you know already that's the app that you want to use. And then you can control the actual interaction. You can control, it's what we call transport control. So you can say, Alexa, fast forward 5 minutes. Alexa, play the next episode. Alexa, play the previous episode. And live TV is also part of this picture. You can have a live TV application which is also voice integrated. So you can say, Alexa, tune to a specific channel, and will directly jump into the live stream of the channel that the customer wants to see. And last but not least, one of the things I want to share is that Fire TV is animated by FireOS. And FireOS itself, the operating system of Fire TV, is built on Android. That means that if you already have a mobile application or a tablet application, you're thinking about getting into the big screen, or you already have a web version of your app that runs on Android, it's very easy to bring your app to Amazon Fire TV. And we have a wealth of documentation and technologies that you can leverage to easily build and port your application to Amazon Fire TV. And again, I hope that today I give you a glimpse of what's going on. We are cooking a lot of other things for you, for content owners and developers. We're constantly trying to innovate and create new devices, new technologies to simplify how customer can access content. And I hope that I inspired you to come and bring your content and applications to Fire TV. So if you want to know more, please reach out to me. Here's my contact email, and also I'll be taking the question that you might have asked during the session, and I will try to reach out after the session itself. Also, if you want to know more about the presentation itself, if you want to know more about what you've seen today and Fire TV and all the tech that I was talking about, you will find all of that and way more on developer.amazon.com. And with that, I want to thank you very much for your attention, and wish you a great rest of the day with the conference.
Thank you very much, Mario, for this interesting presentation. So as Mario rightly pointed out, so if you have any question, feel free to send him an email. So you have the email address on the screen. So we are coming back in 10 minutes for the next session, build or buy in OTT opportunities and challenges with in-house development. So thank you very much, Mario.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Likewise.
Bye.